That would be awesome, rival. I hope everybody thinks like that. But it wouldn't be boring, though, because I would hate it, and it would be funny to watch me suffer. It would not be boring. It would be painful for me. It would be entertaining for you. Please vote no. Alright. Here we go. This is the story of the crab and the crane. This is a Jataka tale. Jataka tales were basically stories of Buddha's previous lives. Like before he was reincarnated as the Buddha, he was various animals. And the Jataka tales are stories of the animals that would eventually reincarnate into Buddha. These are from ancient India in approximately the 3rd and 4th century before Common Era. Yes, we've done Aesop's fables for the past 3 story times, and I'm trying to branch out. We may do song lyric story times. There's all kinds of stuff I want to do. I want to do mystery stories. We're kind of sticking to some classic fables for right now. I need my coffee. I'm still waking up. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a summer where very little rain fell. All the animals suffered for lack of water, but the fish suffered the most. I can't talk. It's 1 a.m. In one pond full of fish, the water was very low indeed. Yeah, I can move this over here. A crane sat on the bank, watching the fishes. And no, it is not a construction crane, it is a bird. "What are you doing?" asked the little fish. "I'm thinking about the fish there in the pond. It is so nearly dry," answered the crane. "Yes," the crane went on, "I was wishing I might do something for you. I know of a pond in the deep woods where there's plenty of water." "I declare," said the little fish, "you are the first crane that ever offered to help a fish." "That may be," said the crane, "but the water is so low in your pond. I could easily carry you one by one on my back to that other pond, where there's plenty of water and food and cool shade." "I don't believe there is any such pond," said the little fish. "What you wish to do is to eat us one by one." "If you don't believe me," said the crane, "send with me one of the fishes who you can believe. I'll show him the pond and bring him back to tell you all about it." A big fish heard the crane and said, "I'll go with you and see the pond. I may as well be eaten by the crane as to die here." So the crane put the big fish on his back and started for the deep woods. Soon the crane showed the big fish the pool of water. "See how cool and shady it is here," he said, "and how much larger the pond is, and how full it is." "Yes," said the big fish, "take me back to the little pond, and I'll tell the other fish all about it." So back they went. The fish all wanted to go when they heard the big fish talk about the fine pond which he had seen. So the crane took the big fish first and carried it away. Not to the pond, not to the big nice pond though. Where are we? to the pool, but into the woods where the other fishes could not see them. Where am I? Okay. And the crane put down the fish, and he ate it. It was delicious. And the crane went back for another fish. And he put another one on his back. And off they went. Oh, yeah, there you are. Nom 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 nom. And he put this fish on the ground, and he ate him up. Nothing but bones left. And he went back for another fish. The last fish. He put it on his back. Off to the woods they go. And once again, dropped him on the ground and ate him right up. The pond is a lie. Indeed. Indeed. But the crane went back to the pond to see if there were any left. There were no more fish, but there was a crab. "Little crab," said the crane, "would you let me take you to the fine pond in the deep woods where I took the fishes?" "But how could you carry me?" asked the crab. "Oh, easily," answered the crane. "I'll take you on my back as I did the fish." "No, I thank you," said the crab. "I can't go that way. I'm afraid you might drop me. But if I could take a hold of your neck with my claws, I would go. You know we crabs have a tight grip." The crane knew about the tight grip of crabs, and he did not like to have the crab hold onto his neck with claws, but he was hungry, even after eating all those fish. And he said, "Very well, hold on tight." Ah, right there on the neck, and the leg too, I guess. And off they went. When they reached the place where the crane had eaten the fish, the crane said, "I think you can walk the rest of the way. Let go of my neck." And the crab is like, "I see no pond. All I see is a pile of fish bones. Is that all that's left of the fish?" The crane said, "Yes, and if you'll let go of my neck, your shell will be all that will be left of you." And the crane put his head down near the ground so that the crab could get off easily. But the crab, he pinched the crane and ripped his head right off. "Not my shell," he said, "but your bones are left to dry with the bones of the fish." Crab wins. GG. The moral of this story, The Crab and the Crane, is don't fuck with crabs, dude. They're fucking hardcore. That's basically that's how we do story time. I've done a bunch of short ones like this. Eventually I'm going to do much longer ones with more scenes and more characters, but I've done them like every day, so I need like an hour to set up for like 5 minutes. Eventually we may do multiple parts. You know, maybe we'll do the Iliad and the Odyssey or something, you know, that sort of thing. You're welcome for the night bedtime story. Have a good night, hot dog. Thank you, Joshua. Avoid the strong, attack the weak. That could be one moral of the story. So in Jataka Tales, it's about Buddha's past lives. So I'm guessing that crab was reincarnated into Buddha eventually, right? Did I paint my eyes? No. How you doing, loser? And that is the story time for today. I really hope you enjoyed it. And I'm going to try to do one of those every single day. The water margin. I'll check it out. See what it's about. We're gonna do some every day, and maybe like once a week I'll have a longer one prepared. I have many ideas. That was only the 4th one, but plenty more coming up. Thank you for watching.